Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Muhammad Maz from RPL. So today I am going to teach about Git, a command line tool, a version control system. So without first, I would like to tell a very short story before we start. So once I was working um, on my project, a web application. There was a web application project. So that was quite complex. So I was adding continuously features and styling and other things. Then everything was going very good actually. So I suddenly just messed up with my code. So, but at first I got panic, but then I suddenly realized that I am using Git. I've already initialized, so I was effectively committing the changes. So after that, I just revert changes back. So that was quite a stressful moment for me. So uh, what is Git? So it is a version control system. So for example, if you are working on a project, you can control the version of your project. Like if you for example, if you add a line, you can if you add a line in your file, so you can tell like why did I added this line, and you can commit to that line. So that will be saved after it. So maybe for example, if you add a feature, then you can commit, or maybe so to speak save it. So then after saving it, that particular feature is saved on particular commit. So let's talk about a little bit history of Git. So Git was originally authored by Linus Torvalds, and in 2005 for development of the Linux kernel, with other kernel developers contributing to its initial development. Since 2005, Hamano has been the core maintainer. So Linus Torvalds is the one who invented Linux. So without diving into more into theory, I would like to introduce you to with some Git commands. Okay, so these are the following commands we are going to learn. Okay, okay, let's first. Let's first make index.html. So can anyone tell me how would I going to initialize this directory with Git? Uh, Git init, right? So this is a command to initialize the Git project. Okay, Git init. So I have initialized empty Git repository. Okay, so now let's edit this file. Doc type HTML. So let's give it title, maybe lecture training, you can say. Body. So I am adding this line 7. Okay, so I have added this. Okay, so so now let's see how can I commit it. or so to say, how can I save this? How can I save my change that I have added this line, line 7? So okay, first we can like if we want to see the status, like what is going on currently. So how would I am going to do that? uh, the command will be git status. So now I have one untracked file index.html. So let's add it real quick. So and git add is a command to add it uh, to add it. So I have added git status. Now let's commit it. So the syntax of committing some change is by git commit dash m refers to the message, and I can say maybe added added a paragraph maybe on line 7. Okay, one file change 9 insertions create mode. It's git process. So but the main thing is for us one file change 9 insertions. So now let's see the status. Now if I want to check the history of my commits, how would I am going to do that? That command git log, I think. Yeah. So here you go. So added a paragraph on line 7. So how about taking it online? Let's push it to GitHub. Yeah, git push. So let me do it real quick. So let's initialize this one. Okay. So this is the origin that I am adding. So telling Git. Now what can I do is I think I can push it. Git push. Okay, I have to okay, git push this is setup stream origin main. Let's see. Let's check here. Authentication failed. Okay, before that let me introduce you to some other commands. So if I want to clone some repository from GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket, how would I am going to do that? If I want to clone some repository from git clone. So git clone, we can use git clone command to clone some repository from online platforms like GitHub or Bitbucket or GitLab. So now I would like to ask you some questions, but before that, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Let me ask you the questions. Okay. So the question will be very basic since I haven't yet dive into the deeper things or concepts. So, uh, Faki, um, what is the job of Git? What is the job of Git? Why would I care to use Git in my project? Why? Yeah, yes, because in many complex projects you should use Git actually, because you are not sure when you are going to, you can mess up with your code, or there are many things that can happen, and in the big project there most likely you are working with a team. So Git is very handy when you are working with a team. So you can create a branch if you want to add a feature. You can create a branch, then you add a feature on that branch, then you can merge that branch with the main branch. So let's ask some other question. Zidji, if I want to save the changes that I just did, or for example, I have edited my file. So how would I am going to save that file? So to say, how would I going to save that file in my Git history? I think. How would I am going to save that changes in Git? Yeah, Git commit. Okay, so one last question for all of you, okay? But you can raise your hand if you know. So, uh, I think it's okay for now. So, once again, any questions? Cool. Oh, sorry. Hmm. Okay, I think that's it for me. That's all from me. So since I haven't had any idea what it would be, so wasn't prepared very much. So inshallah, I will perform well in the next upcoming teacher session. Or so okay. That's it for now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.